It didn't save my other recording. Are you kidding me? That was so good. The other recording was amazing. Now I have to go all the way back and freaking do it again. Fuck me. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna start knocking off these topics left and right. Here we go. Waking up. Waking up sucks dick, okay? Waking up is awful. Oh my god, how do the teachers even do it? I don't know. They're freaking vampires. They sleep at the school. You know how we were in first grade and you believe the teachers sleep at school? That's a true myth. That's a debunked myth. That's real. They actually do that. In my second grade class, my teacher brought a bed to school. It was either a divorce or she slept there, and I chose the most reasonable answer. She slept there. She lives there. All right. I don't know how I feel about, walking into the class and finding, the superintendent on the teacher. Maybe they were married. I hope they were. Maybe it was consensual. Maybe it wasn't. There's a lot of things to play into factor here. Alright. Waking up sucks dick. Not a day passes where I don't feel like I want to put my head under a guillotine. Guillotine. This is why I'm in high school. So I can properly learn how to say guillotine. Alright. What else sucks about waking up? You need to change the hours of this, okay? You can't just go around assigning homework like it's freaking ammo, alright? But also there's gotta be a balance here, okay? If you have a sport and a thing, you can come into school later, but also you can assign them more homework because they can come in later. But however, if you, I don't freaking know. Just, you gotta correlate this shit, man. You can't be assigning 20 papers for the next day and then expect the kids to wake up on time and then punish them for not being on time. That sucks. I've gotten over like 14 tardies because of this. The whole stressing out over whether I'll wake up on time the next day is what stresses me out, not the frickin' thing. The bus sucks dick. It smells awful. It looks disgusting. The paint color's awful. I understand the paint job is only to tell all the cars that, hey, I'm a bus. I need to go slow. Please be slow with me. It's like the people that wear the please be slow with me, I have autism hat. It's basically an autistic car. That's basically what a bus is, with children on board. And these children may be mentally questionable sometimes. The bus is divided into like 3 quadrants, the middle where no one ever sits. I don't understand why all the bad kids sit in the back too. Like, the back is where you are most seen. Like, if you want to do something and get away with it, sit in the middle where it's like the least amount of attention is attracted to. You can sit in the front but you're right next to the kid, right next to the dude, or you can sit in the back where, the most obvious of things happen. I stopped. I was on a really good streak. I sat in the middle because no one ever sat there, and also it was probably the most peaceful and calm of the bus, and also the most safest. Like, if the bus like just topples, like it just randomly turns 90 degrees, all the kids are falling down. I'm in the middle. Nothing can happen to me. I'll just fall on the thing and lay on the seat, while all these kids on the back are falling down are falling straight down where they can break bones and stuff. And if you were in the front, where you'd be basically a landing pad for all the kids in the back, I get myself a little landing pad as well. So it all works out in the end. Maybe I'll cry about it, but who's to say crying is not a manly thing? Mother. The bus drivers suck dick. There's 3 different types of bus drivers. The ones who really love you and really care about where you're going. And my dude Rita, I love you, Rita. I hope you're watching this, Rita. I love you, Rita. Not like that, but I still love you. You're a wonderful bus driver. You keep doing what you're doing. I thought you were dead for a couple months, but then you were just actually on vacation. A little warning next time. I grieved for you, Rita. Okay? I grieved for you, but I love you. There are those types of bus drivers. They really make your day. They talk to you. They ask about your day, and you ask about their day, and they give you, funny stories and funny jokes and stuff like that. Really nosy bus drivers, they'll only look in the mirror and not the road. Like 70% of their vision is on the mirror and 30% is on the road. Like, they just want to see what all the kids are doing. And those are one of the rule enforcers like the really strict bus drivers. It's a category. Next, you have the pricks, the absolute pricks, the cunts of bus driving. That's what we have. You get on the bus, they examine your bag or whatever. Like, they're looking to see if you have any water bottles or anything. And then the moment you get on the bus, they're watching you 24. They're a hawk. They're a hawk on you. And you can characterize these people by seeing if they wear an army hat, like a military hat, kinda, an old band from the 80s or further. It's like a teared up navy shirt. Motherfucking camo pants. They wear camo pants and off-brand Timberlands. I almost said Timberlakes, but I mean, Justin, you're missing out on the market here. It's insulting that they wear the off-brand Timberlands. I mean, I get construction workers and like, you know, most blue-collared workers wear those, but like, come on, man, just get the real deal. If you're gonna be driving a bus, you're not doing much labor. You probably had a job after bus driving, but he was a dick. All right, I freaking hated that guy. I've gotten written up 3 times for one thing because of it, and that one thing was like it was insignificant. I carried a water bottle on the bus, and he said no drinks or food are allowed on this bus, and I told him fuck you, and I got written up for that. You know, now that I think about it, no, I didn't deserve that, not at all. Fuck him. What else we got? Required classes is a big problem too. See, the 3 biggest classes that I'm really worried about are health, gym, and math. Now, let's talk about math. Math is not a really big one for me, but there's a lot of handicapable people when it comes to math. Like, it's really hard for them, therefore it affects their grades tremendously. It affects any chances of them going to the college they want, which is really sad. Like, honestly, I am slouching like a motherfucker right now. They know they don't want to do math. They know they're not good at math, but you keep throwing it at them anyway. Like, just don't let them take the class. Like, if they can do basic addition and subtraction and maybe a little bit of algebra, they're okay. You're not going to walk around and use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out if you're parking right or not. You're not going to do that. I don't care what any teacher says. You know, the quadratic formula for, you know, making a loaf of bread or something. It's not a necessary skill for daily living. Basic math is, not algebra and trigonometry or whatever. So I would save that. I would save those classes for kids who actually want to learn those. You know, the physics heads and the chemistry heads and the meth heads, whatever. I call them meth heads because it's fun. Gym class. That's insulting. Gym class is the most insulting class I probably think could exist. For the really athletic kids and for the horizontally challenged kids as well. No, I shouldn't say that. That sounds really mean. I really didn't mean it that way. I was trying to think of a nicer way to say fat, but horizontally challenged sounds worse. The heavy kids, the fluffy kids, for the fluffy kids. All right, it's tough for the athletic. It's not tough, but it's like ridiculous for him. It's redundant, and not only that, but like they do the most demeaning of sports. Like, at the beginning of class, they're like, all right, guys, we're 2 laps or whatever. And no one would run them. Everyone would walk it because, like, it wastes more time of class. And then they'd have you change into something you're going to sweat in, but no one sweats in it. Because you know you're not going to sweat in that class. You're just going to play ping pong all day. You're going to stand there and just, yeah. You can't make ping pong epic. It's impossible. I got a Snapchat again. What you want? I need a lower camera. This is on my printer, by the way, so that's why the camera is so raised up, and I can't raise my chair right now. When is Bino? A Lannister always pays his debts. That's what he does. That was Chris Pratt, everyone. Chris Pratt, #1 actor, best Peter Dinklage around. The kids suck dick. The kids are dick. The kids suck. They're awful. There's a lot of awful kids, and then they come put themselves in like social groups, and it's like, ugh. Like when you go into the cafeteria, you can immediately tell who's who, what's what's stereotypical, which ones are the really worrisome kids that you need to worry about. So let's start off with the first basic group that I managed to categorize. So these are the most apparently. Here we go. The white kids who act gangster. Those are the first ones we're going to talk about. Who raised you like this? No one. You chose to be this way. No one freaking raises their kids and like, hey man, you gotta go up and say the N-word to everyone as your buddy. But you can't say it as a racist slur, alright? You gotta say it like they're buddies, right? And then it makes the actual black kids awful. It makes them feel really uncomfortable to be with. Because they're trying so hard. Like to be them. There's so many of these kids in my school. It's so weird. Let's see, it's saying like the weirdest shit. Dope. Lit. Faded, bro. I'm so faded. Whoa. I got sold this oregano. The broccoli, man. Gotta get the broccoli. I bet you they have the sweetest mom and the whitest dad in history. He's probably an attorney who works at typical law firm and on typical drive with typical weather. There's never rain, never shine. Just typical. He says basic white dad stuff like, do you think I'm made of money, son? It builds character, son. Oh, golly gee willikers, Batman. Oh, golly gee willikers, son. I got me a promotion from the boss today. He said I was doing a really fantastic job on the writing the numbers on the paper. So I got a 50-cent raise. And you know, these kids typically are the richest kids in school, and like they'll show up to school with the fucking Apple Watches and the Beats headphones. I love these headphones. These are my favorite headphones. I've had them for 2 years now. The Beats, I bought the newest edition of the Beats. They're yellow. Look how yellow they are. Whoa! Play that Kendrick Lamar, my friend. I think that's it for this video. Honestly, there's a lot more wrong. I'm not about to take the time to do this. This is my 4th time recording this. I'm tired. Yeah, that's it for that. I hope you enjoyed this. It's been a while since I made a video, in a long time. So, pardon if I'm not funny, or the editing is garbage, or the camera's garbage, or anything else is garbage. I have a blue snowball, so I'm hoping the audio isn't all that bad. I love you, by the way. You're a good microphone. Hill.